The cosmetics industry is worth $62 billion a year in the U.S. alone. But few people know the incredible true story of one of its pioneers, a child of slaves, who becomes the first female African-American millionaire. But that fortune is a long way off in 1887. An uneducated single parent, Sarah keeps a roof over their heads by taking in other people's washing.
There was no indoor plumbing, there was no electricity. People really didn't bathe very often.
Exhaustion and the unhygienic conditions soon take its toll on Sarah.
Within a few years, her hair began to fall out. She had really horrible scalp disease, really horrible dandruff because she wasn't cleaning her scalp regularly.
In her role as a washerwoman, Sarah has come into contact with many types of cleansing agents. So she starts mixing them, hoping to find a cure for her hair loss.
So what she did was to experiment with an ointment that had petrolatum, which is like Vaseline. It had sulfur, which healed the sores on her scalp. And she put a little perfume in it so it wouldn't smell so bad.
When she applies it, something incredible happens. Her hair begins to grow back.
She became her own walking advertisement. And when other women saw what had happened with her and they saw that now she had hair, then they wanted to know what she was using.
Using the small amount of money she saved, she starts bottling and selling her lotion.
She began to travel throughout the southern United States and the eastern United States, mostly to the towns and cities where there was a church. She was going after African-American women. And because they were urban, they were beginning to care more about their clothing and about their presentation. She knew that this market was untapped. She would go to their houses and say, I'll be happy to do a treatment for you for free if you buy the product from me for 10 cents.
It's a winning strategy. Soon, C.J. Walker has a team of saleswomen going door to door.
The Wonderful Hair Grower was the top seller because women thought it would grow their hair. Well, really what it would do was heal their scalp so their hair would grow.
By 1910, C.J. Walker has a growing business. For the first time, she and her daughter can enjoy luxuries. And she has a vision of what she must do next. Racism in America is still rife. Between 1900 and 1914, hundreds of African Americans are murdered. So C.J. Walker decides to use her wealth to bankroll change.
She became very involved in the NAACP. She would meet with the leadership of the NAACP, and they would talk to her about their anti-lynching campaign. They would talk to her about voting rights and the kinds of things that they were interested in. And so she began to see herself on a larger stage.
Her fortune pays for campaigns and provides scholarships for promising African American students.
She was a woman who had used her money to try to make a difference in the world.
In 1919, Madam Walker dies suddenly from kidney failure. She's 51. She leaves a fortune of over $1 million and a sales force of over 20,000 agents, generating revenues equivalent to tens of millions of dollars today.
When Madam Walker died, it was almost as if the reaction to Mandela. People lined up all along Broadway in Irvington, New York, just to get a glimpse of the casket.